A man who gave up his job to look after his terminally ill wife has been placed on probation after admitting that he killed her. A social worker said such a tragedy could be averted if people in severe pain get palliative care. Janice Low reports.
Retired electrician Kwok Wai-yin has been placed on probation for a year after admitting that he had killed his terminally ill wife, who suffered from lung cancer. Kwok was originally charged with murder, but the charge was amended to manslaughter due to diminished responsibility as he suffered from serious depression. The 58-year-old had placed a pot of burning charcoal in his wife's bedroom after she fell asleep 2 years ago in their home in Apleichau. Kwok left his job to look after his 54-year-old wife after she was diagnosed with late-stage cancer in 2018. 2 years later, a doctor said the woman could not be cured and her condition would worsen in 2 months. The night before her death, Kwok's wife gave him permission to help her along what she called her last journey. They had been married for 30 years. High Court Judge Albert Wong described the case as a tragedy, as the defendant himself was also a victim and only wanted to let his wife die peacefully. As Kwok had been remanded for over 2 years, the judge decided a probation order was the best option after taking into consideration public interest and the special circumstances of the case. It's not the first time that such a tragedy has happened in Hong Kong. In 2017, an 80-year-old was jailed for 2 years for choking his wife, who had suffered a stroke. Clinical social worker Francis Wong called for the provision of palliative care, such as addressing the psychological needs of both parties.
I talked to patients who had suicidal thoughts, and they explained that they want no suffering more than just asking for death. They just see no other way to end the suffering, so they thought of how to end their life.
Wong, a member of the Society for the Promotion of Hospice Care, said palliative care could reduce suicidal thoughts if those in pain felt their suffering was being addressed. Janice Low, HKIBC.